Hey guys, how's it going? It's Jay from Sony Alpha Lab, and in this video, we are going to compare the new Sony A6600 with the A6400 and the new A6100. I'm going to cover all the key differences that matter, and if you're interested in learning about what the key differences are between those cameras, then this video is for you. But before we get to that, be sure to hit that subscribe button. I really appreciate it. And in addition to that, if you find this video informative and useful, please do me a favor and give it a thumbs up. That would really help me out. And of course, below the video in the description area is all the links to the various equipment that I'm using for these tutorials and reviews and so forth. So be sure to check that out as well. I really appreciate it. All right, let's get on with this video. All right, guys, so first off, we have prices. Now, the A6600 is the new crop factor APS-C flagship model, so it's the best you can get for the crop factor cameras currently from Sony. This particular camera goes for $1,400 approximately for just the camera body. Now the A6400 goes for about $900 for just the camera body, and then the A6100 is going for about $750 for just the camera body. Now you have different camera bodies when it comes to these cameras. Notice on the top, when looking at the top here, the A6600 has a different mode dial. It also has custom buttons. It has two here, whereas the A6400 and A6100 only have the one custom button and a different mode dial. Now, the A6100 clearly has the cheapest camera body because it's a plastic composite material, where the A6600 and the A6400 are the magnesium alloy body. So they are a little bit heavier, but they are better built. Now, the A6400 and A6100 have a built-in flash. The A6600 does not have a built-in flash. Notice that. They all have hot shoes, though. Actually, let me pull this off so you can see it's all the same. They all have hot shoes. Now, in addition, when you're looking at the mode dial, notice here on the A6100 how it does not have the panorama mode. You can see here the little panorama mode icon. The A6600 does not have that, but what it does have is two memory recall slots. So it has a 1 and a 2 there. The A6400 and the A6100 only have the one memory recall slot on the mode dial itself. So as far as weather sealing goes, you have weather sealing on the A6600 and A6400, but you do not have weather sealing on the A6100. So if you're out in the elements, you're going to have to be careful if you're using the A6100 in particular. So when it comes to mic inputs and headphone inputs, the A6600 is the only one that has both a mic and a headphone jack. The A6100 and A6400 only have the mic jack, as you can see here. Now, as far as the viewfinders go, the A6100 has a lower resolution viewfinder. It's 1.44 million pixels versus about 2.4 million pixels on the A6400 and A6600. So if you're a viewfinder user, you will notice less resolution and less quality when using the A6100. In addition, the eye cup is not the same quality on the A6100. It just kind of pops on there, like so. You just kind of pop it on. The A6400 and A6600 have like a slide-on model, and it's a little better quality. The rubber's a little softer, and it just fits on the eye a little bit better, and I noticed that as well. Now, as far as other features go, they all have the same sensor. It's the Exmor 24 megapixel sensor, and they're all the same. So image quality is going to be pretty much the same on all these cameras. It, of course, depends on what kind of optical quality lens you're using. The better optical quality lens, the better your image quality is going to be. Same sensor. So as long as you're using a good lens, you're going to get pretty much identical image quality on all three cameras. Now, the A6100 does have a lower max ISO. It only goes to 51,200, but you're not really going to want to go higher than that anyway. The A6400 and A6600 have a maximum of 102,400. So again, you're not really going to want to go above 51,000 anyway, but that is worth noting. As far as autofocus goes, they all have the same autofocus system, so you're going to get killer tracking of moving subjects with all these cameras. So you're going to get phenomenal performance across the board as far as autofocus and image quality go on all three cameras. So you can't really judge them by that metric. Same thing with video. They all have pretty much the same video features, except the A6600 and A6400 do offer the picture profiles, which is better for more advanced video users. If you want to use other encoding formats like S-Log and things like that, the A6400 and A6600 are better options in that regard. Now, just continuing on with the build quality, notice the A6600 has the much larger grip, and that's because it has the much larger, much better FZ100 series battery. So with the A6600, you're going to get about 810 shots versus about 410 shots with the A6400 and about 420 shots with the A6100. And the reason you're going to get a little more with the A6100 is probably due to the resolution of the viewfinder. As far as weight goes, the A6600 tips the scales at 503 grams or about 1.1 pounds, 17.74 ounces. The A6400 is about 100 grams lighter, 0.9 pounds, 14 ounces approximately. And then the A6100 is just a little bit lighter than the A6400 due to the composite plastic body. So that's about 396 grams. But these two weigh pretty much the same. Now, the A6600 it weighs significantly more because it has the built-in image stabilization. So the sensor has the incredible stabilization technology, which will give you approximately 5 stops of compensation. Now, the A6100 and A6400 do not offer that feature. So that does make this camera larger and heavier, but in combination with the larger battery and the image stabilization, it's about 100 grams heavier than the A6400, which really isn't that bad. It's, a little bit beefier for sure, but it's not like overwhelming where now the camera is too heavy to use or anything like that. It's a nice quality feeling camera as well as the A6400. It feels very good quality, but I definitely like this larger grip better. The grip is much improved. It's way more ergonomically friendly, especially if you have larger hands. So I do prefer the grip and the much better battery life. I mean, you're basically getting double the amount of battery life on the A6600. So if you need image stabilization and you want better battery life, the A6600 is definitely the way to go. Now, a couple other features I just wanted to go over quickly was little things. Like, for example, we have a feature called Shutter Auto White Balance Lock. So if you're in rapid fire continuous shooting mode, these two cameras, you can basically have this option turned on and it'll keep the white balance locked. So if you're taking consecutive shots, like 30 shots in a row or something at a sporting event, the auto white balance will not change. And that's a great feature. The A6100 does not have that feature. So you might get some fluctuating auto white balance when shooting in rapid fire mode using the A6100 if you're somebody that uses that feature. Again, you have to enable the feature in the cameras, but that's worth noting. It is a feature that the A6100 does not have that these two have. Now, as far as buffers go, the A6400 and the A6600 both have larger buffers. You're looking at 99 high quality JPEG files before the buffer gets full, or about 46 RAW files. Now with the A6100, you're looking at 33 shots if shooting RAW quality, or 76 shots if you're shooting JPEG quality. All three cameras offer silent shooting. So if you need silent shooting, like they're all capable of doing that. All the cameras have interval shooting mode and the advanced features. They all have the same LCD screen on the back. Another thing I did notice was the shutter button on the A6600 is noticeably larger than the A6400 and the A6100. So that's a better quality switch here and shutter button on the A6600. I just wanted to point that out as well. And you can see the A6600 is a little bit thicker due to the steady shot inside, and you can see here that the A6400 does not have that, so it's a little bit thinner of a camera, and that grip, pretty significant difference. So when you're looking at the back of these, you can see how the A6600 has the custom 3 button here. The A6400 does not have that. And in addition to that, the A6100 does not have the little toggle here, the autofocus manual focus / AEL toggle. It doesn't have it. The A6600 and the A6400 do have it. It's just an AEL button here. And also note, because there is no on-camera flash on the A6600, they basically moved the menu button over and put, instead of having the flash there. Otherwise, the back of the cameras are pretty much the same. One other thing I wanted to note, guys, was the A6100 comes with a much cheaper neck strap. It's just like a seatbelt type material. for the neck strap. So this is going to kind of dig into your neck a little bit if you're using it for a while. The A6400 and A6600 come with this much nicer strap. It's much thicker and it's softer. So if you're hanging the camera on your neck, it's, you know, just one of those things I wanted to point out. It is a much better quality neck strap that comes with the A6600 and the A6400. You could see the difference here. One's just that, you know, seatbelt type material versus a nice soft material. But of course you could always get an aftermarket neck strap that's more comfortable than both of these. So, but it's worth noting. All right guys, so at the end of the day, you get what you pay for. The A6600 clearly has the best build quality. It has the most physical features on there. It has the built-in stabilization system. So, you know, you get all those things. Now, what you lose, of course, is the built-in flash. Now, it has the bigger grip, which is awesome for ergonomics. It has double the battery life of the 6400 and the 6100. Now, the 6100, for the money, is a fantastic option because, as I discussed earlier, the image quality and the autofocus system is the same in all these cameras. So you really can't go wrong with any of them as far as the results. You know, as long as you put a good lens on, they're all going to take the same quality pictures. It's just a matter of those physical features that matter to you. So build quality wise, the A6400, A6600, they're significantly better than the A6100 with the plastic non-weather sealed body. If you're just doing video and you're going to be using a tripod or a stabilization gimbal of some sort, then the A6400 would be a great option for you, especially if you don't need that stabilized sensor and you have battery packs and stuff already. You don't really necessarily need that larger grip and the heavier camera body, especially if you're holding for vlogging and stuff. The lighter the weight, the better. That might be a reason why you would want to go with the A6400 other than saving some serious cash. And the A6100 retail price is half the A6600. So with the same image quality and autofocus system, it's literally half the price. You know, you can't go wrong with that camera either, especially if you're new to photography. Go with the A6100, get a killer kit lens like the 18 to 135 millimeter, for example, and you will be on your way taking fantastic photos. In the future, if you find you need better build quality, you want better battery life or something like that, you could always sell the A6100 and upgrade to the A6600. You know, if you really think you need that image stabilization system, for example, and that larger grip, better battery life, and so forth. I really hope you got something out of this video. At the time of this recording, it is the holiday season. It's actually like December 23rd, the day I'm recording this. So I just wanted to wish you guys the very best for you and yours, and I will catch up with you in the next video. So take care and enjoy the holidays.